Love Center News, keeping you informed on what's happening this week in your ministry. Thank you for coming to the Love Center. It is our prayer that today's worship experience will be precise, real, and clear. Welcome home. Water baptism will be a part of the 1045 worship celebration on next Sunday. Please see an elder or minister for more information. In the month of February, we will be celebrating Heritage Month here at the Love Center. During this time, we'll be reflecting on our history and focusing on the legacy that we are building for those who will follow us. On next Sunday, wear the t-shirt or hoodie from your favorite Black college or university. And beginning on February 8th, please bring your children to choir rehearsal on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Be a part of the Love Center's commitment to prayer on Tuesday mornings at 6 a.m. During this time, we seek God concerning the blessing of our families, our ministry, the nation, and the world. Let God's Word come into your life. Join us for Bible study at Love Center Atlanta on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., Love Center South, Thursdays at 6:30 p.m., and again, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. at Love Center Atlanta. Please do not eat food or bring drinks into the sanctuary, and all children from 6 weeks to 4 years must go to the nursery during worship. The Love Center Cafe is the place to get great food and experience good fellowship here at the Love Center. It is open and available on Sundays after the 7:45 worship celebration. Come, enjoy the food, and bless the ministry.
Be an active part of the worship, work, and witness of the Love Center. You can also share our ministry through social media. On Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, as we seek to take this love to the whole world.
This has been Love Center News, keeping you informed.
Separate but equal. That was the rationale for decades of degrading, suffocating racial segregation from birth to death. In schools and churches, in housing and hospitals, in hotels and restaurants, even in cemeteries. And it was made constitutional by the United States Supreme Court in the notorious 1896 case, Plessy versus Ferguson. The citizen at the center of that case was named Homer Plessy, a 30-year-old shoemaker from New Orleans. In June 1892, Plessy boarded the whites-only car of a train. When the conductor asked him if he was colored, Plessy, who's said to have been 1/8 black, replied yes.
Louisiana had passed a law, the Separate Car Act, which required that transportation companies provide separate but equal accommodations for Negroes and for whites.
When Plessy refused to move to the colored car, he was arrested as part of a planned effort orchestrated by a group of citizens to use the courts to overturn Jim Crow segregation laws.
Plessy did not win his case, and he continued to appeal it all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that separate but equal was legal, that it did not violate the 14th Amendment, and that it was beyond the law to legislate social equality between the races.
Plessy versus Ferguson enshrined separate but equal, and separate but equal becomes kind of the law of the land, and our country becomes an apartheid state really until the beginnings of the Civil Rights Movement, and beginning with Brown versus Board of Education that begins to knock down that house of cards.
Separate but equal remained the law of the land for nearly 60 years, until another generation of judges on the Supreme Court struck it down unanimously in 1954 in the landmark school desegregation case, Brown versus the Board of Education.
Brown versus Board of Education was followed by massive resistance. You had 101 United States congressmen signing a manifesto that they would use all legal means necessary to resist Brown versus Board of Education. And we are continuing to live with the effect of government policies that have never been fully, powerfully, or radically undone.
Let your power fall when your name is called. Prove the doubters wrong. God, you're still mighty and strong. So fight this battle for me and help my unbelief, so I can tell all my friends you've won again, that you have won again. Let your power fall when your name is called. Prove the down and wrong. Hallelujah. Ah, yeah. You're still mighty and strong. God, I need you to fight this battle for me. I can't do it. Hey. And help my unbelief, so I can tell all my friends. Oh, I wish I had a witness here tonight that you have won again. Anybody need the power in here? We need it. Come on, let your power fall when your name is called. Prove the doubters wrong. Every time they talk about me, every time they lied on me, God, you're mighty. You're still mighty and strong. So this is what I need you to do. Fight this battle. Fight this battle.
You love me. You love me because I'm Kobe. Because I'm a 5-time champion. Because I'm one of the greatest to step on the court. But you shouldn't. You should hate me. Hate me. Because I gave you 4 a.m. Because I pushed you when no one else would. Hate me. Because I demanded greatness. And greatness demands everything. Love me when you become greater.